What is up, guys, and welcome back to the 5th episode of CHRIS SAWYERS LOCOMOTION from the CrimsonCX channel. We're continuing in Ireland today. We did a lot of Ireland last time, and we're going to continue doing a lot of Ireland. So, the plan is for today, basically a connection to Dublin from Wexford, and then also some connections down south. Basically, we're remaking Irish Rail, basically, quite simply. So let's get that started. We're doing alright financially. I do have an interesting idea though. It does involve basically a bunch of training, which could potentially suck, but we will see. One more here, but also get that up here. I am actually interested because I haven't tried it out. If I put a station this side, it won't connect, will it? No. Which is annoying, but there's nothing we can do about it. So what do I want to do with that knowledge? Well, let's get rid of this track first of all, and let's continue moving basically. Let's do this, let's try somehow. I don't think that actually did anything. Will it screw me over if I put a signal there? Because in OpenTTD it can be a bit weird with signals. And that's fine then. And then if I need to do it in blocks though. I'm trying to keep an eye on the numbers more than anything. I think that's actually probably the best way to go about it. Now, we do have to probably actually stop that train where it is now. Train 7, why is that one in Oxford not doing well? Right, we need you to stay put for the time being. Not for long, but I pressed the wrong train. I pressed train 7 when I wanted to do train 6. Right, we'll allow train 6 to leave again. And while it goes, just leave it there for now. So we want you to go here, and then let's back that up a little bit, back it up to there, and then let's have a bit of land adjustment. So not much, just a little bit of an extension to the coastline. Now the idea behind this is a bit of an extension, so go to here, and then a quite simple adjustment. So we're basically moving it up by 2. And then let's have that. So the whole idea is, as I say, it can go along to here, but also on this end, we're getting rid of it. Now the whole idea behind this is sort of plan to pull it back by 1 and eventually basically see if I can get something which goes around here. This does involve obviously some scenery checking, so can we do anything from this point? Now, I went through this footage and it wasn't that interesting. It was basically me trying to get around the hill around Dublin, and it took ages, so we're just going to do a bit of a time lapse till when it's almost connected to the Waterford line. Maybe have a bit of a decline here. Here, and then go along for a little while longer, and then try and sink it back in, which is going to involve some more land adjustment, but shouldn't be too much of a problem. And can we then just slot it in? I think we can. See that? So that's connected now. So Wexford and Dublin are connected, so we can actually probably justify saving a bit of money on this. think we got rid of a piece of the station. Let's do that again. And there we go, we've got it going, at least on this side. Now this has taken far too long, which is never great, but you know, not much we can do about that. I reckon in that case, maybe, do we want train 7 to just Wexford, Waterford, Dublin, Belfast? Might be worth adding those. So stop, let's just say if we adjust for a second, what was our lag spike? I'm going to stop you as well, and we're going to say, also say you need to stop at Dublin and Belfast, but adjust it so Belfast is at the top, then Dublin, Wexford, Waterford. That does mean that we're going to have to get rid of wherever on earth we put that other train, which will not be making us any money at the moment. However, that does mean that we can pick it up and basically hold it with us for a little bit. So that is, this line is complete. It's Belfast, Dublin, Wexford, Waterford. That took way longer than I would have wanted to, so I am very sorry about that. But yeah, do we go Cork now? I kind of feel that the justification for a train going that far is kind of a bit air. Although maybe, I'm trying to work out the next most practical thing. Do we go Belfast? There's not really any way to go from Belfast. Anywhere to go from Dublin. Dublin might be the most practical to get to, like. Do you know what? Let's just say that Waterford is the last one for this service, which I think's fine. And then if we allow ourselves, if we can get rid of the scenery again, a new service which will go like this, and then around like this. How's that going to fit? That's going to be a bit annoying, I can tell. Is that better or that better? We can continue that in a second. And what we're going to do is basically have an interchange. So this is effectively, it's called Waterford Central, but let's just call it Waterford Junction. If I could spell, that'd be a bit better. Waterford Junction. And yeah, that looks pretty good. So I reckon Cork is the natural place to go on this. Whether I want to do that now, I'm not too sure. You know what, we can go for it, why not? I think it's worth a little try. We're gonna have to have a little rise in the land, which is never amazing, but there's not much we can do about that, I'm afraid. This is really annoying. This landscape was not built for trains, I can tell you that much. Okay, so that does work. Alright, now there's the straight ahead thing. It's going to be annoying, but we can sort it. We also have to sort out this, because this is annoying as well. Go straight through. Straight through. Okay, there we go. And then one more, clearly. Wow, indeed. Don't know what that was. Gresley V2, perfect. I mean, to be honest, that could be something which we could use at some point. I reckon just a straight piece of track at this point is the best shout. A lot of clicking, so very sorry for that. And then let's just have it on an incline, to be honest. Maybe we're best going even higher, because then we might be able to get a station over the top of Cork, which then allows us basically to get a lot of reach, and it gives us the option to expand to, where is it called? Limerick. Limerick is the natural next place, I reckon. Right, so there's been a bit of a gap between the last clip. I've been busy the last couple of days, but I decided to continue doing some stuff in Ireland for part 2. And yeah, let's see what I want to do actually. So if we zoom out, as you will have just seen, obviously we've got Limerick, Cork, Waterford as a line, and then Waterford, Wexford, Dublin, and then obviously also Belfast. And yeah, things are looking good. I've just seen this guy's got... is he building one now? I wanted to be the first person to do that. That's really annoying, but it's all good. Let's carry on with our domination of this island. I forgot where it was for a second. I was like, how the hell have you forgot where you are? So I reckon maybe a line to start competing with this guy. It's not going to be the industry though. But I might do industry at some point. I reckon maybe Castlebar, Ballinasloe, Mullingar, Dundalk, Dublin or Belfast. Maybe Larne. Now you can just, yeah, he's slowly making his way over. Maybe Londonderry at some point. I want to have like a massive Irish rail basically. For this we are going to have another junction. This time I think that not Belfast, I'm literally looking at Dublin. Dublin is the way to go with this. Obviously Waterford already has a junction. Got Kilkenny starting to grow a little bit. So, oh, I've completed the challenge. There we go. Well, there's still a lot more which I want to do, so we're not going to finish there. That would have been an awkward ending clip. We'll do a couple more episodes now we're done with that. That's pretty impressive. We've done quite alright. I think that maybe here is where I'm leaning towards. Hopefully it's going to fit in. It's going to have to be... yeah, it's going to have to stop here if there's any chance of it narrowly avoiding. Right, we're going to need this. And probably also this. And probably also this. Is there any way of a... that's annoying. Come on, so close yet so far. Got another guy. It's annoying. Oh, this is good. We've worked something out. Don't have to do any more of the same old stuff. We are going to have to go for a little bit adjacent, and then I think a route in through here will be the way to go. I didn't notice that. It's a bit annoying. I reckon Mullingar is a good place to head to next. We can start to get it a little elevated. I think that that's probably the best way to go around Mullingar because there's not too much space, at least right now. Obviously it's going to cost money being high up, but that's something we can navigate the longer this goes on. So we've actually got a perfect... oh, you're joking. That's... oh, come on. No. I thought that was the perfect spot. Maybe here's actually slightly better. We are going to have to obviously navigate how to get above this thing. Is that a decent enough station? Come on. It's because we got the adjust land thing on. That was a really bad lag spike and I've basically done a loop-to-loop. It's crazy. Can we get a station in here? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It fits perfectly, luckily. No, I don't care about this guy. He's my main rival. I don't need to know about his statistics. This guy's annoying. The bane of my existence, basically. Build up. I don't really want to do this, but I'm going to have to. 64. I mean, it works for Ballinasloe, which is pretty central, actually, so we can do that quite easily. 4, 5, 6, 7. Lower Ballinasloe. And then where do we go? Do we go Castlebar? What's this? Castlebar is Galway. I'm thinking Castlebar as it's the most developed. I do think that maybe Castlebar is 16, so I think that we can slope it down a little bit and go along here before working out where to go for Castlebar. It's probably going to be a simple route of to here. Yeah, that's a better spot. Definitely. Should we do that then? Castlebar Central. 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's pretty much sorted. Is it worth, because most of our trains, yeah, look at all these. I did say that the sort of commuter lines should be EMUs. I do want to do some of these, but I kind of feel that, I mean, I could with the money, but it's also, I might as well save it for the big island service, Ireland to London, hopefully, which should be the next episode, so that's going to be a big one. We might even make it the finale now we've done the challenge. So yeah, it's going those 3 locations before coming in to Dublin, and then obviously it will turn back round. And yeah, next episode, maybe it's going to be the finale, I'm not too sure. We're going to build the big train line from Dublin or Belfast to London. Basically something which goes across the Irish Sea. It's going to look good. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this extended episode of CHRIS Sawyer's Locomotion. I've been CrimsonCX, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.